What do rye and apple juice have in common? They're both in this drink. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I am your host, Derrick Schommer. That's Ian Andrews. We're gonna film this one.
Hey, that's awesome. A great idea. We can film an episode this time.
I know. This episode contains
the apple and rye. First of all, it's called apple and rye.
The apple and rye, which is 1 ounce of rye whiskey, 1/4 ounce of simple syrup, 3 ounces of apple juice,
apple soft. And we're using for rye, we're using the Pow Wow botanical rye because I thought that might be interesting.
For apple, we're using apple juice.
How's that?
It's got floaties in the bottom.
Yeah,
Must be organic.
Must be real. You know it's good.
Yeah.
It tastes like applesauce.
I bet it does.
Like without the sugar, there's like not a lot of sugar. I guess it tastes like apple juice, but the color of it makes it look like it
would be real.
It looks like more like a cider.
It looks like a cider, like pressed.
Yeah, but it doesn't taste like that, which is good because otherwise I already have apple cider.
Yes, you do. I almost
that would be a different drink.
This recipe, it has an executive producer or whatnot. No, executive producer, Kieran. Oh!
Good one.
Right there! Kieran.
It does taste like applesauce.
Does it?
It's really good.
Wow.
Liquid applesauce?
Yeah, it's like liquid applesauce in your face.
All in my face. Oh.
Well, this was found by Jennifer like the other recipes this week. Looks like she found this at the Cocktail Project. I'm guessing they're all found there.
Speaking of this week, you should tell the story of what happened this week.
Oh yeah. So this week,
it's recording.
Now that it's recording, so I got my my front of the bar. If you check Instagram.com/everydaydrinkers, you'll see that it's pretty wicked awesome. So I put it in my vehicle, but I only have a little vehicle, so I have this trailer that I attached to it. Plop it on there, got it all ready. That way when Ian came over to help, then he just get in the car, we drive away.
That would be good to go.
Oh, looks like Doug's gonna be around sometime this holiday.
Nice.
We drive.
Damn it.
What?
I'll be going.
You don't know when the holiday is.
No, he usually comes after.
Yeah, he usually comes to 26. So we drive off into the sunset and get down the road.
The moonbeams.
The trailer falls off, like pulling it, falls off. The safety chains grab it, damages the little post that you put the wheel on to hold it up. Couldn't get it back on, had to drive home, get all the crap, just random stuff that I could find. Got a nice jack. I was so happy. I've been using that jack forever. I used that when I used to change my own tires, and then I said, why the hell do I do that? I'll have somebody else do it. So I had this jack, and I put it in the car with a bunch of other crap, brought it down there. Jack's broken. He's in the dark. Have this trailer, can't get it up and jacked up. We finally were able to lift it up, put it on the freaking, what do they call that thing?
The ball.
Hit in the ball. That takes another 10 minutes. 45 minutes getting my trailer out of the street and back onto my car appropriately.
Just so we can go get the bar.
So we can go get the bar, put everything in, scrape down, use the metal, what do they call it, grinder thingy?
Yeah.
Use the metal grinder thingy to cut down the mushroomed metal damage, and that way you can put the wheel back on.
When the trailer dragged on the road.
yeah, the thing that kept it from dragging too deep. Finally get that all done. Had my lights on and everything so we could see it. Battery dies in the car, need to get a jump. And eventually, we get home. 5 minutes, get it installed. So, a whole night we were out there until probably
Not
10.
installed. Just moved in.
Moved in. Oh, sorry, it's not even done yet. And then we finally got it. So this will probably be the last series of recordings this week and next week that you'll see using this set before we move to the next stage. I already ate half the apple.
Yeah.
Oh!
We have an executive producer. Did we already do that? I already did that.
Dude.
I was making a drink.
It was totally so long ago.
You should Instagram this. It looks beautiful.
Oh, I'm going to Instagram this right now.
Instagram the shit out of it.
Boom! So, well, I'm just keeping a library archive of all the stuff. I'm wondering if I should edit these. Maybe I will. I'm pretty anal about photos, but I got all this week's episodes in here. Like take them off here.
Tell us what it tastes like.
Post it up on Instagram. That would be pretty cool. So apple juice is definitely the filler. Add a little sweetness because there's no sugar added. So we make cocktails. When you make cocktails, you add your own sugar. Bitches.
You add your own syrup, you add your own flavor.
Right. And then otherwise it's primarily rye. What's the special thing? Is this a
botanical.
botanical? Do you think that's going to kill this?
I think it works well, now that he's tasted it. I like how...
But they haven't fired off yet. All my receptacles.
I like how the botanical works in here. I'm likening this to something we reviewed earlier tonight. This reminds me of that green tea whiskey that hasn't aired yet. Stay tuned for that. It's really cool.
It's dry to the bone.
Dry to the bone. I like it though. I think this is really crisp and delicious.
Yeah, the botanical whiskey was crazy ass botanical compared to this though.
Yeah. The
In a
green tea
different way,
whiskey.
it's more earthy. This doesn't
This
have
is
the tea
very-
component. This has more the flowery
Yeah.
or something.
No, this is very botanically garden-y kind of thing, I think, if I remember right.
Cheers, you. It has
Yeah, this is high botanical kind of stuff.
a rye apple
It's strong,
apple
too.
rye flavor to it.
That's a
definitely.
9 proof.
Yeah, apple rye and dry. Boom.
Apple rye dry?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
it's not bad.
It may be
Float the apple here and let it absorb some of the liquor, so when you eat it, it's like...
It's right in your face.
Yeah.
This is 100% juice. It's organic juice from ripe whole organic apples and
I think you'll be
ascorbic acid, which you use.
better
for-
off... That's a preservative, right? It's vitamin C.
This says
folic acid.
to maintain color. I don't know why.
It's
So it doesn't turn oxidized brown, maybe.
maybe. I think if you use a good apple juice, or you press your own apples, or you have a juicer,
Yeah. If you press your own apples, does that make apple cider?
it might. I don't remember. I don't know. If you use fresh your own juice, you ask me questions. I don't know. It's gonna make a better drink. Don't buy the sugary stuff. If you buy the sugary stuff at the store, the sweetened apple syrup, cut out the simple syrup. I think.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because
Yeah,
I like
it
the
might
apple.
be overly sweet.
Yeah, I
this
think-
has a dry.
This has a nice
finish,
dry
which I think
quality,
is
yeah.
good. It's different. It makes it a little different.
Makes it crisp.
I had a question. This is more, I guess, of a support style question. My dad's building this bar,
Yeah.
right?
It's amazing.
So I haven't paid. I mean, I pay for the materials, but what do you think that thing would be worth if you had to have that like built?
If somebody built that,
Yeah.
if you had to pay him to build it,
Yeah. Well,
knowing your dad's quality,
probably 30 grand.
yeah, I'd probably say that's the price of a car right there.
Yeah, because I know when he built
'Cause-
furniture in New York, when he used to do that, he was
Plus,
a master builder. He would-
there's a super nice bar top coming in.
Yeah.
You got the fridges, you got the sink built in, you got the
Yeah.
electrical work. It's nice stuff.
So I want to do at the end when it's all finished. I'll do a tour of it. I was gonna put it just on Patreon as like a kind of exclusive for the Patreon folks. I want to find some way to make some exclusive content for them.
Yeah.
But then I thought about it a little bit more today. I was like,
Everyone's
you know
gonna
what?
see it.
I wanted to make. I was thinking of can I, or how could I basically get the fans, these folks, to basically donate to the show for a one-time charge that I would just give to my father as like the payment for the bar, because he didn't pay anything. So I'm trying to figure out, my father is very complicated when it comes to buying things for him, because I don't know what he wants, right? He likes beer, and every time I buy him beer, he has so much beer, now he has too much beer. I try and buy him
He makes his
equipment.
own, and it's
Right.
delicious.
So then I thought I'll buy him
that
some
was the other
beer.
thing that happened Wednesday. We get there, we tell him about the trail. He's like,
Yeah, have
want a beer?
So that's the first thing.
He pours us some beer. It's great.
So then I'm like, I need these beer materials.
Which was like a nice Dogfish 120 clone, he said.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Yeah, as long as you drink small amounts. So I thought,
I like
you know,
words.
to be able to, so he can make his beer, I'd like to be able to have the fans just, I'll make a donation link or something, and they could just directly donate, and whatever I collect from that, I'll give him
goes
cash.
right to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he doesn't understand checks and stuff like that. He doesn't have bank accounts or beyond him.
he doesn't.
And to just hand him the cash.
Why worry about it if you don't have to? I totally get his
Because
perspective.
he has a wife that does that for him.
Cash is,
And she
you can hide cash.
you can. I love that's exactly where he goes right away. You can hide it. As you can see, Ian's
I
hungry.
don't think you can eat that much anymore of that apple. Ian.
You guys can't see this. Like this is what he
Challenge
does.
accepted, Jim.
This is what he does. So what do you guys think of that? Would you support that, even if it's a buck? You know, if the whole set design, the 3 years of work.
A lot of work.
If you guys could help support it, then that would be even cooler, because we're really building it for the show. I mean, it's nice to have, but
Obviously.
realistically, I mean,
But so's all the liquor that you just use for the show.
right. If it wasn't for the show, I wouldn't necessarily be inspired to just have a bar built in my basement. It would have been
Right.
the first thing I was like, want to get there on the show. So, let's just give me your feedback on that. That's all I wanted. Other than that, we've got Naked Door Glass you could get at awesomedrinks.com. You can use coupon code TURKEY, save 20% off at awesomedrinks.com.
I was going to ask what a turkey sounded like.
That's a turkey dime. Oh no, there's this
Pretty
Garnish.
impressive there.
You're
Ian.
impressed? I'm not done yet.
So you could do that. And that's this. Oh, you're using this one. This is the classy Naked Door, not that. No.
Yeah, well, I wanted
Yeah, I
to...
know what I'm getting Ian for Christmas.
An apple?
An apple and a knife.
There you go. That's it, folks. I think we're
There's
good
not a
for
lot
today.
of core. It's mostly apple.
We'll worry about all the rest of the stuff later. We're done.
Yeah.
We're teaching you how to drink.
This drink is going to be great after Thanksgiving dinner as like a post-dinner drink, pre-dessert drink.
Because why?
A little bit of alcohol burn.
Yep.
It's got that creaminess and that alcoholiness to cleanse your palate before going into the sweet stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's.